Good afternoon and welcome to the ballpark here in Shallowater. The Fillies and the Lady Eagles from Roosevelt set for a District 2 3A contest today. And if you're watching around Shallowater tonight, they're going to do an Easter egg hunt after the game for the kids. So come by and stick around for that. Should be a lot of fun at the ballpark tonight. The Fillies with a lot on the line tonight. They're still in the hunt for the district championship. Right now, they're actually leading the race. They're 20-7 on the year. They're 7-0 in district play, taking on a Roosevelt team that's 9-10, 3-3 in district play. So an important contest for the Lady Eagles, too, trying to solidify their position for the playoffs. Right now, they're in the fourth spot. They would take that fourth and final playoff spot here out of 2-3A. Shallowater at 7-0 in the standings. Childress 6-1. Slayton is there in third at 5-2. This Roosevelt team at 3-3 in fourth, and they are up a game and a half on Idalou, who's at 2-5. Liberty at 1-6. Abernathy 0-7. The Fillies, again, so far perfect in District 2 3A play. They've won 13 in a row now, and again 7-0 here in District 2 3A. They are coming off a 13-3 win Tuesday night in Idalou. And, of course, the last time they played this Roosevelt team was back on March 5th, but they beat them 9-0. The Fillies on Tuesday night jumped out to a 4-0 lead against Idalou. Idalou got 2 in the first and 1 in the second to make it 4-3 as they were going to the third. The Fillies got a little bit of insurance in the third. Now they got 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth, but then really blew the game open in the fifth inning. They put up a 6 spot to run away with that one. 13-3. Everybody really, as you look down the box score, everybody had a good night for the Fillies at the plate. But the highlight of the night there in that fifth inning, an inside the park grand slam from Cambry Baker, and she was 2 for 4 on the night, 5 RBIs, and also scored a run there in the fifth. But that was the one that kind of blew the game wide open because it was 4-3 for a little bit, and then just 6-3. As they were going to, or 7-3, excuse me, going into the fifth. So still within striking distance, and Shallowater put it away in the fifth with that 6 spot. Brindley Currington 2 for 4 with an RBI. She also walked, scored 2 runs. Jaden Luna was 3 for 4, scored 2 runs. Emma Davis 1 for 3, drew a walk and batted in a run. Phoenix Navahar 2 for 4, an RBI. She scored 3 runs. Jordan Medina at third base. She was 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Kaylee Olivo, 1 for 3, but she drew a walk. She came in to score twice. Again, Cambry Baker 2 for 4 with 5 RBIs, and she scored a run. Gabby Caro was 2 for 4, scored a run. And Des Johnson 1 for 2 with an RBI. She also drew a walk. Cambry started that game and just an off day for Cambry. She wasn't on her A game. She threw 20 pitches is all, only 8 of them for strikes. So she recorded 1 out. She officially pitched a third of an inning, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 of them earned, and she also walked 2. Emma Davis came in to complete that game. She pitched 4 2/3, gave up 2 hits, 0 earned runs, and 3 strikeouts. Cambry will get the start today, though. She'll be in the circle for the Fillies, and Emma Davis out at shortstop. So we getting through the First United Bank pregame show here on the Shallowater Sports Network. We appreciate you tuning in. We've got quite the setup today. We've got cameras everywhere. Zach Cole running the show, one of our students producing for us. And we got the Angel in the outfield, Angel Flores running the camera out in center field. Mia Davidson is also here running the camera in the stands for us. So we got the whole crew here on this Thursday afternoon. Kind of different. Usually play on Tuesdays and Saturdays, but because of the Easter weekend, everybody getting in these games on Thursday as opposed to Saturday. So, like I said, you still have time to get out here to the ballpark. Should be fun. The Fillies trying to keep a goose egg in the loss column. Currently 7-0 atop the district standings. They'd like to be 8-0 at the end of the night, and then we'll have an Easter egg hunt after this. So bring your kids up here. I know they've been asking us to promote that the last few weeks. They're excited about it. So after the game tonight, we'll have an Easter egg hunt out in the outfield for all the kids here in Shallowater. So get up here. It's a nice evening. The wind blowing, 15 to 20 miles an hour. It is blowing straight from behind home plate, so the ball will carry out if anybody gets a hold of it. Right now, the way the flagpole looks, it might be actually blowing right towards Angel in left center field. Not out to dead center, but maybe out to left center. But either way, should be a lot of fun tonight. The starting lineup for the Fillies, Brindley Currington will lead off. She'll be the catcher. Jaden Luna in center field. Bat second. Emma Davis will be at shortstop. Batting third, designated hitter Phoenix Navahar. She'll be in the cleanup spot. Jordan Medina at third base. She'll be batting in the 5-hole. Kaylee Olivo at second base. She'll be batting sixth. Camry Baker, she'll be in the circle for the Fillies, and she'll be batting seventh. Gabby Caro in left field will be batting eighth, and Natalie Cuevas at first base will be batting ninth. Des Johnson will be out in right field. So we excited for another 2-3A contest. The team that was 4-6 last year in district play, Roosevelt, they did get the 4th spot last year and make it into the playoffs. The Fillies, of course, finished 8-2 last year and made it to the area round of the playoffs, but they've got their sights set on a district championship here this year, and they're on the second leg, or they're in the second half of their district schedule. They started with Idalou here, beat them 33-4 to open district play, and then went to Roosevelt for a 9-0 win in that game. They beat Slayton 7-4, Liberty 12-9. Childress was the big one. Childress, who their only loss to Shallowater so far, they're at 6-1 in district play. Played them here back on March 19th. The Fillies got a 5-0 win. They've played their last 2 games on the road. They went to Abernathy, won 15-0, and then again Tuesday night at Idalou, they won 13-3. But this Idalou game, or the Idalou game on Tuesday, was the second time they played Idalou and kind of started the second half of their district schedule. So they're into it now. Roosevelt started 0-2, but they've won 3 of their last 4. They beat Abernathy 20-0 back on the 19th, and then on Tuesday night they were 18-6 winners. And not this Tuesday. They were they're back on. I was about to say the Fillies were in Idalou on Tuesday. On Saturday, this past Saturday, they were at Idalou, won 18-6. They were actually off Tuesday evening, so they're coming off of their open date. Didn't play anybody on Tuesday, and now play the Fillies today. So Fillies just 4 more games left. They'll be at Slayton Saturday, April 6th. That'll be a noon start time, and then they'll be back here on April 9th. That's a Tuesday afternoon, 5 o'clock against Liberty. They'll be on the road at Childress Friday, February 12th, and then they come back here for senior night on Tuesday, April 16th, 5 o'clock, here against the Lady Lopes from Abernathy. But team introductions now, as we're just about through the First United Bank pregame show and ready for first pitch here in Shallowater. We will pause for a moment as we'll have the national anthem here at the ballpark.
Now if we can get everybody to stand for the national anthem.
Pre-game festivities wrapped up here at the ballpark, and we are ready for first pitch as Cambry Baker will warm up in the circle for the Fillies. We're juiced up and ready to go. I'm usually rushing to get here for these 5 o'clock start times, and today it was a little bit early. I even had time to go to Fred's Garage, get a pink Cadillac before they closed down, so feeling nice and fueled up, ready to go here at the ballpark. As the Phillies wrap up district play, they're trying to close in on a district championship. Still undefeated in District 2 3A. They want to be district champs and get that 1 seed. They were the 2 seed out of this district last year. Again, they're taking on a 3-3 Roosevelt team today that's won 3 of their last 4 and trying to make their own push for the playoffs.
That's probably my fault. But I swapped out. Thank you, man.
Leadoff hitter Mackenzie Mendoza, the third baseman for the Lady Eagles, is making her way into the box. She'll lead off. Mackenzie Mendoza, Avery Putman, and Kat Rodriguez. The first 3 Lady Eagles do here in the top of the first inning. Again, the last time these two teams played, it was 9-0 in favor of the Phillies. Here we go. Cambry Baker set her first pitch. It's popped into left field, shallow left field, and Gabby can't get there, so it'll drop in for a single. Looks like a line drive in the scorebook. And the wind probably helped that one get out into shallow left field more than anything. That one popped up in the air. The wind is blowing straight out from behind home plate. There's a bunt attempt for a strike for Avery Putman. Right fielder, she's down in the count, 0-1. That one well outside. And that time she does get the bat back out of the zone for ball 1. So 1-1. That one inside. So a 2-1 count here for Avery Putman. Bunt laid down, it goes foul. Medina will pick it up. So 2-2 now for Avery Putman. Mackenzie Mendoza on first base for the Lady Eagles. Putman has showed bunt, but now with the 2-strike count, probably swinging away here. And then she's rung up on the outside corner. Cambry Baker comes back to get her. First strikeout of the day for Cambry. 1 away here in the top of the first for Kat Rodriguez now. Lady Eagle shortstop. That one right down the middle for strike 1. That one is driven down left field, but it's hooking foul. She got a hold of that one, but just a little bit too early. So it's 0-2. That one outside for a strike. And the second strikeout of the afternoon here for Cambry. getting off to a hot start. So Mackenzie Mendoza reached on a bloop single to lead off, but then 2 strikeouts. And Malaya Dossie is in the box. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Dossie, the catcher for the Lady Eagles. Going outside to even the count. Going outside, now it's 2-1 for Malaya Dossie.
What do you mean you ain't been hitting the buttons? Come on, dude.
Got 2 outs too. That one low for ball 3. So 3-1 now for Malaya Dossie. That one too far outside. Then she draws a 2-out walk.
Let's go, Cambry.
So Abby Daniel comes to the plate center fielder for the Lady Eagles. Now with a runner in scoring position for the Eagles. Swing and a miss there. That one up in the zone. Cambry just blew it by her. That one popped up on the right side. Cambry calls off Cuevas, and she'll take care of it. So a leadoff single and a walk, but the Lady Eagles leave 2 on as Cambry strikes out 2 and then catches that pop-up right there to get out of the first inning. We'll be back with the bottom of the second and more Philly softball here on the Shallowater, or the bottom of the first and more Philly softball on the Shallowater Sports Network.
Creating isn't easy. It's a simple fact known to dreamers and doers that create recipes, works of art, even small business, by working out every detail to refine their craft. Since 1907, First United Bank has been West Texans refining their craft for West Texans by offering the best banking possible. And that commitment has sustained us while other banks left town. We are loyal to those who strive for creative excellence. That is the spirit of West Texas.
Welcome back to the ballpark here in Shallowater. Roosevelt gets 1 hit, no errors. They leave 2 on base there in the top of the first, and now the Phillies come to the plate in the bottom half of the first inning. Brindley Currington will lead off. The Philly catcher, she'll be going against Nyasa Saldana. Saldana getting the start in the circle for Roosevelt. And the Phillies with their first trip to the plate. Again, they beat Roosevelt 9-0 when they played the first time. Brindley was 2 for 4 in that game with an RBI, drew a walk, came in to score 2 runs. Or no, wait, that's what she did on Tuesday against Idalou Tuesday night. She was 3 for 3, scored 2 runs, had 2 RBIs, and walked twice in that 9-0 game against Roosevelt. Philly scored 9 runs on 7 hits. Emma Davis pitched 7 innings, just gave up 1 hit, 0 earned runs, 0 walks, 10 strikeouts. She was just a hit away from a perfect game. So now Brindley Currington stepping up to the plate to lead off for the Phillies. She takes strike 1. Again, she was 2 for 4 on Tuesday night in Idalou. She rolls this one to third base, and the throw is in time. So one away for the Phillies here. Jaden Luna now, center fielder, comes to the plate. Jaden takes ball one. Jaden was 3 for 4 on Tuesday night, scored 2 runs against Idalou. 0 for 2 the last time they played Roosevelt, but she drew 2 walks, came in to score a run. She has moved up in the order since then. Now batting in this 2-hole, 1-1 count. Swing and a miss there. That was an off-speed pitch. Saldana did a good job of taking a lot off of that one, and Jaden was way out in front. So 1-2 now for Jaden. 1 away here in the bottom of the first. That one off speed, but it was up and away. So 2-2 now for Jaden. Last time we were here in Shallowater, Jaden in the first inning had a double to left center field that started the scoring for the Phillies. She rolls it to third here, and another 5-3 put out. And 2 away for Emma Davis, Phillies shortstop today. Emma was 1 for 3 on Tuesday night. Had an RBI, also drew a walk. That one right up the middle and into left center field. It's going to get to the fence, so she'll have a chance to dig for second base, and she will stand up at second for a 2-out double. And now Phoenix Navahar, designated hitter for the Phillies, in the cleanup spot. 2 away, but a runner in scoring position now. Chase that one low for strike 1. Fouled that one back. So 0-2. Sorry, throw that off-speed pitch to Jaden. See if she'll go off-speed here to try to get a strikeout in an 0-2 count. She did, and she gets the strikeout. It's in the dirt, so they've got to make the throw over to first, and they do. So 1 hit for the Phillies, but they leave 1 at second base, and we are scoreless as we head to the second inning. We'll be back with more Philly softball here on the Shallowater Sports Network.
At Carter and Raider, we have deep roots right here in West Texas. Born and raised in Lubbock County.
We bleed red and black.
Since 2009, we have invested in our clients, in our neighbors, and our communities.
We pride ourselves in the values that make West Texas great: integrity, hard work, and the relentless pursuit of success.
Give us a call if you are in need of aggressive and personalized representation, and let our 25 years of combined experience go to work for you.
Welcome back to the ballpark here in Shallowater. Scoreless as we go to the top of the second inning. Both these pitchers getting settled in pretty quickly. Roosevelt got a leadoff single, but Camry Baker came back with 2 strikeouts and then a little pop-up to end the top half of the first. And Emma Davis had a 2-out double to left center field, but she was left at second as Saldana gets a strikeout to end the inning. And now Saldana batting in the 6th hole, will lead off the 2nd inning for Roosevelt. She takes a strike on the outside corner for strike 1. This one fouled back, and it's 0-2. Pitch outside, a 3-pitch strikeout for Cambry Baker. She got her to chase her 3rd strikeout of the day. The first one here in the top of the 2nd will bring Cadence Goley to the plate, left fielder and left-handed batter for this Roosevelt squad. That one fouled off right off the end of the bat for strike 1. That one high to even the count at 1 apiece. Cambry delivers. That one got away from her outside. Brinley did a good job of getting in front of that. Nobody on base, but good defense from number 2. 2-1 now for Goley. That one low 2 to make it 3-1. Strike number 2 right there. Rings her up on the inside corner. Strikeout number 4 on the day for Cambry. And there are 2 away now here in the top of the 2nd. 4 strikeouts, 3 of them looking so far. And now the 8-hole hitter, Kendall Grimes, at the plate, first baseman for the Lady Eagles, and she looks at strike 1 on the outside corner. That one caught the outer half of the plate, but it was low for ball 1. Took some off of that one, and it was inside. She got a piece of it. But either way, it's 1-2 now, 2 away here in the top of the 2nd. That one fouled away towards the on-deck circle for Roosevelt. Roosevelt dugout getting a little laugh out of that one. As Kayla Edwards, second baseman, had to dive out of the way of that one. That went outside, and we're 2-2 now. That one rolls down the first base line. Cambry was trying to pick it up. She had an opportunity. I think they were going to try to tag her out. She tried to stab it with her bare hand, and then she flipped it over to Kaylee, who was covering first. We'll say an infield single there for Kendall. Just a tough play. And Cambry never got a hold of it. You kind of expected it to roll foul, but it stayed inside that first base line. So an infield single for Kendall Grimes, and now Kayla Edwards, the 9-hole hitter in the box. She swings and misses for strike number 1. So an effective bunt there for Kendall Grimes. That's what you want to do. You just want to put pressure on the defense, make them make a play. And she had that one just rolling down the first base line. 1-1 for Edwards, a swing and a miss for strike 2. That one catches the outside corner, and strikeout number 5 will end the second inning for the Lady Eagles. Take a look at that one more time as we head to break. Catches the outside corner for strike number 3. 5 strikeouts today, 4 of them looking. We'll be right back with more Philly softball here on the Shallowater Sports Network.
At Hamilton Farms, we pride ourselves on being able to offer you the freshest products and convenient space to make memories with your family. Make sure and visit us for Sunflower Days in June and July, Christmas on the farm starting Thanksgiving week, and remember to shop all of our farm-raised beef, Texas-sourced canned goods, and local honey anytime throughout the year at HamiltonFarmsTexas.com. We can't wait to have your family make memories with us.
Welcome back to the ballpark here in Shallowater. We head to the bottom of the second, still scoreless here in Shallowater. Jordan Medina will lead off for the Phillies. Jordan was 2 for 4 Tuesday night with 2 RBIs in that game against Idalou. She drove in 2 against this Roosevelt team the first time they played back on March 5th. Swing and a miss there for strike 1. That one in the dirt and outside. Jordan's the 5-hole hitter for the Phillies. Swings and misses at 1. Again, off speed. And now it's 1-2. So Saldana's been effective with that off-speed pitch so far. Speeds it back up, gets another ground ball to third base, and another 5-3 put out. That's Mackenzie Mendoza to Kendall Grimes. 1 away here in the bottom of the second. Kaylee Olivo stepping into the batter's box now, second baseman for the Phillies. Kaylee was 1 for 3 Tuesday night. She walked and scored 2 runs. She looks at strike 1 there. Walked twice and scored a run the last time they played Roosevelt back in the first week of March. She drives that one right at the shortstop for out number 2. So Cambry Baker, Philly pitcher, will make her way into the box. Cambry had the biggest hit of the evening Tuesday night. An inside the park grand slam in the 5th inning really blew it open. She was 2 for 4 with 5 RBIs and scored that run there in the 5th. She drives that one right up the middle, and she's got herself a 2-out single. So second hit of the day for the Phillies. Both of them, though, have come with 2 outs so far. Emma Davis had a 2-out double in the first, and now a 2-out single for Cambry. Gabby Caro now, 8-hole hitter and left fielder for the Phillies in the box. She showed bunt but takes strike number 1. Gabby was 2 for 4 and scored a run Tuesday night. All the Fillies had a pretty good looking stat sheet in the box score. Again, an off-speed pitch. Cambry steals second base, but 2 strikes now on Caro, so she gets into scoring position for Gabby with the stolen base. But 0-2 for Caro. She shows bunt, got a piece of it, and it ends up in the batter's box for strike number 3. So it looked like Saldana was confused by that, but a strikeout to end the inning on that bunt attempt. The Phillies get another hit, but they leave the hit runner stranded. We'll head to the 3rd here on the Shallowater Sports Network.
St. Clair and Massey Orthodontics offers our patients the latest and cutting-edge orthodontic care with the Damon braces system and nearly invisible Invisalign. Now serving children, teens, and adults at our North Lubbock location at 805 North Frankfort. Start your smile journey with St. Clair and Massey by scheduling your free consultation. You can find us online or call us today.
Are you ready for a new home? Is it time to update? People's Bank is locally owned, and our mortgage lenders have decades of experience, so we're able to help you in ways only a local bank can. Bank with people that you know at People's Bank.
Welcome back to the ballpark here in Shallowater. Zeros on the scoreboard so far for Roosevelt and Shallowater. We start the 3rd inning. Back at the top of the order for the Lady Eagles, Mackenzie Mendoza. She had a bloop single to lead off this game in the 1st. Pops that one up to Cambry, and she quickly has one away here. So Avery Putman will come back to the plate. She struck out looking in her first plate appearance back in the 1st inning. One of 5 strikeout victims so far for Cambry today. She shows bunt there. She offers at it for strike 1. Two hits for the Phillies, 2 hits for the Lady Eagles, but they've left them all stranded. This one just a slap into right field for a base hit. Des Johnson gets it in, but a leadoff or a 1-out single for Avery Putman. And Kat Rodriguez, Lady Eagles shortstop, now in the box for Roosevelt. She struck out looking in her first plate appearance as well. Skies this one into left field for Gabby. Gabby moving over towards the left field line, snags it for out number 2. And they'll hold the runner, Avery Putman, at first base. And now Malaya Dossi, who drew a walk in her first plate appearance, comes to the plate. Runner on first, 2 away. Here in the bottom of the 2nd, swings and misses at the first pitch from Baker. Again, Cambry's already got 5 strikeouts on the day. And that one outside for ball 1. The 1-1 on the way, off the handle towards Emma Davis at short. She trots in to catch that one for out number 3. Another hit for the Lady Eagles, but another runner stranded on base. As you see, Cambry got in on the handle, and Emma Davis makes easy work of that. We'll be back for the bottom of the 3rd here on the Shallowater Sports Network.
For nearly 70 years, the Sylvius family has provided the nation's farm producers with risk management solutions based on the idea that success comes by putting the client's needs first and trusting that through product innovation, helpful analytic support, and a high level of service, lasting relationships will develop, ensuring a future for these farms and producers and for their friends at Sylvius Insurance.
I'm Josh Keeney,
And I'm Brian Smicker.
and we proudly support the Mustangs and Fillies.
Welcome back to the ballpark here in Shallowater. Still zeros on the scoreboard as we head to the bottom of the third inning. Right now, Cambry Baker and Nyasa Saldana handling their business in the circle. Each team with a couple of hits. The Phillies with 2, but they've left those runners stranded. Now 3 hits, 1 in each inning for Roosevelt. They've left those runners stranded. So a little bit of trouble for both these starting pitchers, if you can call it that. A couple of base runners on each side, but so far nothing to show for it on the scoreboard. 9-1-2 due for the Phillies. This is Natalie Cuevas in the box for the Phillies. She fouls that one back for strike 1. And 1 on the way from Saldana. Roll to third base. It's fair ball, and they're going to get her in time. Another 5-3 put out. Mackenzie Mendoza and Kendall Grimes have combined for 4 of the putouts so far, and now back towards the top of the order, or back to the top of the order for Brindley Currington. She grounded to third base in her first at-bat. That one in the hole between third and short there. And it gets by the left fielder to the fence. She's going to get to second. Now being waved to third. She'll stop there, but a single, we'll say, to first base. And then she gets 2 on the error. 2 bases on the error in left field. So a big error there in left field to get Brindley Currington all the way to third base. Runner on third, 1 out here in the top of the third, or the bottom of the third for Jaden Luna. Jaden also grounded out to third base in her first at bat. Another off-speed pitch from Saldana, and Jaden was way out in front of it. She's used that pretty effectively so far, Saldana has. 0-2 to Jaden. That one inside. It was low, got away from the catcher. But Brindley's going to stay put at third base. So 1-2 now, 1 away here in the bottom of the third. Another off-speed pitch, but Jaden got a piece of it. Still 1-2. Again, Jaden was 3 for 4 on Tuesday night in Idalou. Came around to score 2 runs. The Phillies won 13-3 in Idalou Tuesday night. That one was high and outside to make it 2-2. 2-2 on the way from Saldana. That one in the dirt, so now full count for Jaden. She was down 0-2. She's worked it full. This one inside is fisted into left field, and it's just foul. He did a good job of getting around on that one. It got inside on her, but off the handle, she poked it into left field, just a few feet foul, and she's back for a 3-2 pitch here from Saldana. That one up and out of the zone. She works the walk, and now runners on the corners for Emma Davis. Emma had a 2-out double in the first, but she was stranded at second base. Now a chance to do some damage here in the bottom of the third. With Brindley at third, Jaden at first. She showed bunt. And Jaden will take second base. So they made the throw down to third to make sure Brindley didn't get off of third base, but now 2 in scoring position for Emma, just 1 away and a 1-0 count. That one off the end of the bat to shortstop. She holds the runner, gets the out at first base. A good 6-3 put out there for Kat Rodriguez. So nobody advances, and there's 2 away. Strike 1 for Phoenix Navajar, designated hitter. She struck out to end the first inning. She's got 2 in scoring position here in the bottom of the third, the best opportunity the Phillies have had at this point in the game. She looks at ball 1 there to even the count. So 1-1, 2 away. She was 2 for 4 on Tuesday night. This would be a big one if she could get a hit here. Phoenix looks at ball 2, up and out of the zone. It got away from the catcher. Brindley thought about it, but she stays at third. Two-one count, 2 away here in the bottom of the second. This one right back up the middle to Saldana, and a 1-3 put out. So the Phillies leave 2 in scoring position, and we will head to the 4th inning, still scoreless. We'll be back more Philly softball here on the Shallowater Sports Network.
As Shallowater continues to grow and improve, so does our school district. Our students are successful in all aspects of public education, from academics, athletics, theater, ag, band, UIL, and more. Shallowater ISD is truly blessed by everyone that is a part of our school system because of a community that is second to none. Shallowater ISD, in a class of our own.
One hit, 1 error, but 2 left on base for the Phillies in the bottom of the third. We head to the 4th, still scoreless here between the Lady Eagles and the Shallowater Phillies. Nathan Riojas here with the Shallowater Sports Network crew today. We got Zach Cole producing for us, leading our team of students. Angel Flores, our angel in the outfield, out in left center field, running the camera. I don't know if he appreciates that, but I think that's what I'm going to call him for the rest of the year. Angel in the outfield. We got Mia Davidson also here with us running the camera. So we got a few cameras, a few angles going for you today as we start the top of the 4th inning here, this District 2 3A contest between the Lady Eagles and the Phillies. The Phillies 7-0 in district play atop the district standings. The Lady Eagles come in 3-3. They're hanging on to the 4th spot in district standings. Strike number 2 for Cambry Baker to start off this 4th inning. Abby Daniel, the 5-hole hitter, in the box right now for the Lady Eagles. She fouls that one away. Abby popped up to Cambry in her first plate appearance back in the first. 5, 6, 7 due at the plate here. And Cambry, who was working the outside corner, went inside right there, caught her leaning over the plate, and gets another strikeout. Strikeout number 6 for Cambry. 5th one looking. And there's one away here in the top of the 4th. Nyasa Saldana, the opposing pitcher, now in the box. She struck out swinging in her first plate appearance, and she looks at strike 1 on the outside corner. This one popped into left field. Gabby's under it, and she's got it for out number 2. Cadence Scully now, left fielder, will step into the box. The base is clear and 2 away. She struck out looking in her first plate appearance back in the 2nd. So no pitch there. Still 1-0. It's a goalie. Swing and a miss there. So 2-1. Swing and a miss at one that was up in the zone. So now it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Cadence Scully trying to get something going for these Lady Eagles. Looks at strike 3 right down the middle. Strikeout number 6 for Cambry Baker will send this to the bottom of the 4th inning. Take a look at that replay one more time, courtesy of our angel in the outfield, getting us this view beyond the left field fence. It was right down the middle, just froze her. Not sure what she was looking for, but it wasn't that. Cambry gets her looking for strikeout number 6. We'll be back with more Philly softball here on the Shallowater Sports Network.
To create is to bring something into existence. To dare to dream big and work hard bringing it to life. First United Bank was created in that same spirit, and we continue to innovate in order to help those that dream and do. And it sustained us while others left town. We are West Texans loyal to those who create, because creativity is part of the spirit of West Texas.
Welcome back to the ballpark here in Shallowater. I got to start the bottom of the 4th inning, giving Cambry Baker an apology there. I said strikeout number 6. She struck out 7. She got 2 there. She got 2 in the first, 3 in the 2nd, and then 2 right there in the 4th inning. She's got 7 strikeouts for the game. And Jordan Medina leads off for the Fillies. 5, 6, 7 due for Shallowater. She looks at ball 1 in the dirt. Jordan grounded to third base in her first plate appearance. She was 2 for 4 on Tuesday night with a couple of RBIs. That one right back up the middle off of Saldana. She's going to beat the throw to first base. So she gets an infield single. That got to sting a little bit. She got her glove hand up. I don't know if it went off her wrist. Looked like it wasn't in her glove, obviously. But they don't go out and look at her or anything. So we'll have a courtesy runner over at first base. That's Michelle Harper in for Jordan Medina. So Medina at first, Kaylee Olivo in the box now for the Fillies. She lined out to the shortstop in her first plate appearance. Takes strike one there. Looked like she was thinking about a bunt. Kaylee swings at that one. Now she's down in the count, 0-2. Fouled it right into the Phillies dugout. Medina, the first time the Phillies have had a leadoff batter on the bases. It's 0-2 for Kaylee Olivo. She swings at that one, trying to get it over the head of the second baseman. She does. Let's see if the center fielder will have a play at second. She doesn't. So a tough play for Michelle Harper at first, because you couldn't tell if the second baseman was going to get her glove on that or not. But it gets into shallow center field, and she wins the race to second base. And it looks like a line drive in the scorebook for Kaylee Olivo. A little bloop single, and Cambry Baker's got 2 on, nobody out. Cambry singled and then stole a base back in the second inning. Down in the count here, 0-1. This one up the middle, it's going to get through. Rodriguez is going to send Michelle Harper. It gets all the way to the fence. So Cambry Baker, maybe another inside the park. No, she's going to stop at third, but she gets 2 RBIs right there as both Harper and Olivo come in to score. She had 5 RBIs on Tuesday night. She's got the first 2 runs driven in here. And Gabby Caro now at the plate for the Phillies. Swings at that one, rolls it to the shortstop. And that throw is over the head of the first baseman. Baker's in to score, and Caro standing at second base. And just like that, the Phillies with a 3-0 lead. Still nobody out here in the top of the, or in the bottom of the 4th. So Jordan Medina got it started. The infield single off of the pitcher. Olivo has a bloop single into center field for runners on first and second. Then Baker singles into left field. The error lets that ball get all the way to the fence. Cambry gets to third. And then Caro reaches on error. She grounded it to the shortstop. And the shortstop was trying to hold Cambry at third. She gave a look over to third and then tried to fling it over to first. She did. It just went over their head towards the Roosevelt dugout. And so Gabby, instead of being the first out of the inning, is standing at second base. And Natalie Cuevas looks at strike one. So an error in the last inning, 2 here already in this inning for the Lady Eagles. It's 3-0 in favor of the Phillies here in the bottom of the 4th. And runner in scoring position still for Natalie Cuevas. Natalie grounded out to third base. I was about to say to 5th because I got 5-3 in my book. She grounded out to third. That one off-speed pitch didn't look bad from here. Looked like it caught the outside part of the plate, but she doesn't get the call. So 2-1, tough call for Saldana. That one right down the middle. A swing and a miss from Cuevas. The wind's kicking up here, blowing out straight from behind the plate, right over the top of the press box, right out to center field. Pretty good gust right there. Trying to blow stuff around. She goes right back up the middle. Natalie does for a single, but that's going to score Gabby Caro from second base. And an RBI for the 9-hole hitter, Natalie Cuevas. So back to the top of the order for the Phillies. Already plated 4. Brindley Currington stepping into the box. Courtesy runner for Cuevas over at first base. I don't have number 10 on my roster, so that's not good. Currington, though, comes to the plate. 1 for 2. She grounded out to third and then singled in the third inning. She made it to third base, but she was stranded there. She looks at strike 1. Brindley drives that one down the line in left field. It's going to go into foul territory, but it landed on top of a truck outside of that outfield fence. She crushed that, but she was just a little bit early. It's 0-2 for Saldana. But she elevated that pitch, and Brindley crushed it. The 0-2, that one she stays outside and goes off speed. It's in the dirt. And a stolen base there. Again, I apologize. I don't have number 10 on my roster. I've got 11, 12, 13. And I don't have a number 10. So I know I'm shortchanging somebody. I'll have to ask Coach Rodriguez about that after the game. Hey, I'm just using the roster that they gave me. That one fouled back. Brindley just got a piece of it to stay alive. 1-2. Zach's over here giving me a hard time about it, trying to make me feel bad. Hey, I'm just working with what I got here. Let's see.
She's on second.
Kaya Arana. Look at that. Rusty Baker coming in clutch right here, helping us out. So Kaya, the courtesy runner. She's at second now after the stolen base. Brindley Currington drives that one into right field. She's got a single. Kaya tagged up. Now she's going to be waved home. She's there. The throw's not in time. And Brindley will advance on the throw to second base. Now she's in scoring position. To an RBI single for Brindley. And another run scored. 5 now here in the bottom of this 4th inning for the Phillies. Jaden Luna back at the plate. Jaden worked a walk in her last at-bat, or her last plate appearance. Looks at strike 1 there. She actually fell behind 0-2 in her previous at-bat before she worked the count full and drew a walk. She looks at strike 2 here, so again down 0-2. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th. The Phillies have already plated 5. It's a pitcher's duel through the first 3.5 innings, but here in the bottom of the 4th, Phillies have blown this one open. 1-2 for Jaden. Brindley Currington sitting on second base. She pokes this one out behind first base. It's dropped by the second baseman. And she'll reach on error. The 3rd error of this inning for the Lady Eagles. runners on first and second, still nobody away, and Emma Davis at the plate. She doubled in her first at bat, grounded out to shortstop in her second, but nobody out here. She's ahead in the count, 1-0 too. She was showing bunt, pulled it back and took ball one. That one up and away, 2-0 for Emma Davis. Emma was 1 for 3 on Tuesday night in Idalou. Worked a walk and also drove in a run. She drives that one right up the middle. She's got at least one RBI. It's going to get almost to the fence. It's cut off there. But Luna will stop at third. So an RBI double for Emma Davis. And now 6-0 in favor of the Fillies. Currington comes in to score. Luna stops at third, so 2 in scoring position for Phoenix Navajara. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Phoenix rolls one back to the pitcher. Play at first base, and the 2 base runners will stay put. So 1 away here after 1 pitch. Just right off the end of the bat. She went off speed to open that at bat. And now back to where we started with Jordan Medina. She led off this 4th inning. Phillies have batted around now. Jordan led off this inning with an infield single. She hit it right back up the middle off Saldana. This one up the middle, but into left center field. That's going to score 2 as Luna and Davis come in to score a 2 RBI single for Jordan Medina. So her second hit in this inning. That one good for 2 RBIs.
Number 7, Kaylee Olivo.
It's 8-0 now. Kaylee Olivo singled and scored in this inning already. Back up at the plate. 1 for 2 on the day for Kaylee. She looks at strike 1 there on the outside corner. Strike 2, excuse me. Another good off-speed pitch from Saldana, and she gets the strikeout of Olivo for out number 2.
Now batting number 4, Cambry Baker.
Cambry Baker now to the plate. She's 2 for 2 with 2 singles today. She has scored a run already in this inning. Again, advancing Medina all the way to third now. And a ball that just got away from the catcher. Runner at third, 1-0 for Baker. 2-0 now for Cambry. Cambry got 7 strikeouts in the circle. She's put up a bunch of zeros and now a chance to add on. Her team's already scored 8 runs for her here in this 4th inning. Of course, Cambry came around to score. She singled as the 3rd Philly that came to the plate to start. The 12th batter faced by Saldana here in the bottom of the 4th. She grounds this one to shortstop. It's going to be a close play at first, and it gets out of the glove. Anyways, Cambry's going to try to get to second. Well, it went into the dugout, so she's awarded second I was about to say, she's not really running to second base. She's jogging over there, but the ball did go into the Roosevelt dugout. So I thought, man, she's not going to make it. But, I mean, it bounced out. It was clear. It was right here. But, yeah, I went far enough in there. So another error, number 4 here for Roosevelt in the 4th. There's a ball fouled back by Gabby Caro. But it's 9-0 after Medina comes in following that error.
Hey, come up here. I'll wait till the inning, but I gotta pee.
Swing and a miss there. Strikeout, but no play at first. She looked at third. And Gabby reaches after the strikeout. Error number 5 here. Runners on the corners for Natalie Cuevas. She singled and scored a run in this 4th inning already. 1 for 2 on the day. Another opportunity to add on for the Fillies. Saldana trying to catch a break, and Gabby will go to second on indifference there. So 2 in scoring position now for Cuevas, and she pops that one up the right side. One and one, 2 away for Natalie. Here in the bottom of the 4th, Fillies have already played in 9. Looking for double digits. That one called strike on the outside corner. So it's 1 and 2. Natalie, the 14th batter the Fillies have sent to the plate. Full count now for Natalie. That one right back to the pitcher. She throws it to first base for the 1-3 putout. And the Lady Eagles finally get out of that inning, but 7 hits, 4 errors, 2 left on base. The Fillies plate 9, and it's 9-0 as we head to the 5th inning. We'll be back with more Philly softball here on the Shallowater Sports Network.
And Massey Orthodontics offers our patients the latest and cutting-edge orthodontic care with the Damon braces system and nearly invisible Invisalign. Now serving children, teens, and adults at our North Lubbock location at 805 North Frankfort. Start your smile journey with St. Clair and Massey by scheduling your free consultation. You can find us online or call us today.
Welcome back to the ballpark. We're ready to start the top of the 5th inning here. And what was a pitcher's duel through 3.5, the Fillies sent 14 batters to the plate in the bottom of the 4th inning. They scored 9 runs on 7 hits and 5 errors. So the Lady Eagles didn't help themselves out much there. But now 9-0 as we get to the top of the 5th inning. Cambry Baker has already struck out 7 today. And we've got 8-9-1 due up here in the 5th for the Lady Eagles. Kendall Grimes, first baseman, will lead off for Roosevelt. Shallowater trying to stay perfect in district play. They're 7-0 coming into today. The Lady Eagles right now in control of that 4th playoff spot at 3-3. All of these games down the stretch will be important for playoff positioning. Fillies fighting for a district championship. The Lady Eagles right now trying to hang on to a playoff spot. That one right down the middle, but it was low, so 2-0 for Kendall Grimes. Been a while since Cambry's been in the circle. That was a long bottom of the 4th inning. That one elevated and fouled back. So 2-1 now. Nobody away. Kendall singled back in the 2nd inning. 2-out single, but Cambry struck out the side in the 2nd. That one she wanted that strike call, but it's 3-1 instead of a 2-2 count. That one up and away, and it's ball 4. So a leadoff walk for Kendall Grimes. And that'll bring Kayla Edwards to the plate, second baseman for the Lady Eagles. She struck out in her first at bat, struck out looking in the 2nd inning. There's a bunt from Edwards fielded by Cambry. She takes the out at first base. So a sacrifice for Edwards does move the runner into scoring position. But one away now here as we get to the top of the order for the Lady Eagles and Mackenzie Mendoza. Mackenzie singled to start this game and then popped up to Cambry in her 2nd at bat. 1 for 2. Looks at strike 1 there on the outside corner. That one popped into shallow right center field. It's going to drop for a hit. Jaden's got it. She gets it in quickly to Emma. So she'll hold Grimes at 3rd base. Mendoza's 2nd hit of the day. So runners on the corners now for Avery Putman. She fouls that one right into the ground. It pops up over Brindley's head. Grimes at 3rd, Mackenzie Mendoza at 1st for Putman. Putman struck out in the 1st inning, but then singled in the 3rd. Another hit here would get the Lady Eagles on the board. That one was low and outside to even the count. So the biggest threat so far for Roosevelt here in the top of this 5th inning. That one inside. And Mackenzie Mendoza will take 2nd base on indifference. Avery Putman now with 2 in scoring position and a 2-1 count. Pops that one into right center field too. Jaden's got a play on it. They avoided the collision. She gets the out, but we will get a sacrifice fly. Emma was checking Mendoza there at 3rd. But so Mendoza advances to 3rd, and Kendall Grimes comes in on the sac fly and an RBI for Avery Putman. Jaden and Dez out there, lucky they didn't run into each other. Jaden did a good job of concentrating to get that 2nd out. And the Fillies will trade an out for a run at this point, but the Lady Eagles on the board. swing and a miss on one that was outside for Kat Rodriguez. Shortstop for these Lady Eagles. She struck out in her first at bat, flied out to left field in her second. Swing and a miss there. And it's 1-2. This one popped into shallow left field. Jaden's there for out number 3. So Roosevelt gets a hit and a walk. They turn it into 1 run. They're on the board, but it's 9-1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. We'll be back with more Philly softball here on the Shallowater Sports Network.
At Carter and Raider, we have deep roots right here in West Texas. Born and raised in Lubbock County.
We bleed red and black.
Since 2009, we have invested in our clients, in our neighbors, and our communities.
We pride ourselves in the values that make West Texas great: integrity, hard work, and the relentless pursuit of success.
Give us a call if you are in need of aggressive and personalized representation, and let our 25 years of combined experience go to work for you.
Welcome back to the ballpark here in Shallowater. Nathan Riojas here with the whole Shallowater Sports Network crew today. Jake Warren was here earlier, helped get set up. Zach Cole now producing, running the show. Student-run broadcast here for the Shallowater Sports Network. Angel Flores in the outfield, running that camera. Mia Davidson running the one on the first base line. And Brinley Currington will lead off for the Phillies here in the bottom of the 5th inning. She's 2 for 3 today, 2 singles in her last 2 trips to the plate. She scored a run, one of 9 runs that the Phillies got there in the bottom of the 4th, and now she leads off this 5th. Drives that one into left center field. The wind's going to help it. It's gone! Brinley Currington, a leadoff home run here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And it is 10-1. She got all of that one. The wind didn't hurt. The wind blowing straight out from behind the press box. And you see the bowling alley celebration there for the Phillies. Brinley smoked that one. It went off the hood of somebody's car out there in left field. So you park out there on your own. I feel like if you're going to park there, you got to be standing in the front of your car and try to protect it. Everybody got people standing around. They just let it smash the hood of that car. So a leadoff home run here in the bottom of the 5th. And Jaden Luna comes up. She walked and scored a run in that last inning. She grounds sharply over to to third for a 5-3 put out. And out number 1 here in the bottom of the 5th.
Now batting number 8, Emma Davis.
Emma Davis steps up to the plate. She's 2 for 3. She's doubled twice. Scored a run in the bottom of the 4th inning. This one she drives into right center field. It's got a chance to get out of here. It's off the top of the wall. Emma gonna have a stand-up double. So her 3rd double of the day, and that one was just a foot or 2 from leaving the yard too. Off the Renfro construction sign out in right center field. Didn't need much. You know, earlier when we ended the top of the 5th, I said, well, there's a pop-up into shallow center field, but that wind pushed it all the way out to Jaden. Jaden didn't have to move much. She didn't have to move up much. She moved over to her right to catch that ball in left center field, but the wind's definitely not hurting, blowing 15 to 20 miles an hour straight out to center field. And Brinley Currington smashed one to left. That one to right center field was off the Renfro construction sign, just a few feet from leaving the yard for Emma. And now Des Johnson will step in to hit here for Phoenix Navajar. Lines that one foul right at Coach Gray, just making sure he's awake over there in that first base coach's box. He's not in the box anymore. He's drifting over. He's closer to the Roosevelt dugout now. Now back in his position over there. Fouls that one away. It was outside too. Strike two. So it's 10-1 here in the bottom of the fifth. One away. It's an 0-2 count for Des. Her first plate appearance of the day. She lines out to the shortstop right off the end of the bat. So 2 away now. Jordan singled twice in the bottom of the fourth inning. She's 2 for 3. She came in to score twice also there in the bottom of the fourth inning. That one off speed, and it catches the inside part of the plate for strike number 1. That one hit up the middle. She fielded it cleanly, but then fell down as she was trying to get rid of it and go to first base. Tough break for Kat Rodriguez.
Now batting number 11, Kinsey Rodriguez.
So now runners on the corners for Kaylee Olivo. Oh no, this isn't Kaylee. We got a pinch hitter here too. Mackenzie Rodriguez. So Mackenzie's first plate appearance. She's in the 6th spot where Kaylee was hitting. She's got Emma at third and Jordan at first. 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th inning. A lot of zeros on the scoreboard until the bottom of the 4th. The Phillies get 9 in the 4th. This one right up the middle. It gets under the shortstop's glove. Emma Davis is going to come in to score. Medina's going to stop at third. But an RBI single there for Mackenzie Rodriguez, and she'll go over to second on the throw.
Now batting number 4, Kendry Baker.
And now Cambry Baker coming to the plate, but that's going to do it with the 11th run there and a 10-run lead. That will end this game here in the bottom of the 5th inning. No need to go on. So I'm looking down at the book, and they're lining up to shake hands. The Phillies get 2 more in the 5th. They got 9 in the bottom of the 4th. There in the top of the 5th, Roosevelt got their first run of the day, but the Phillies get 2 here in the bottom of the 5th, and that's enough to call this one 11-1. Cambry Baker struck out 7 in her 5 innings of work. And the Fillies improved to 8-0 on the year in district play, now 21-7 overall. They stay in first place in district play. They'll head to an extended Easter break, and then their next game at Slayton on April 6th. That one will be at noon, Saturday, April 6th, before they're back here Tuesday, April 9th, 5 o'clock. So we'll be here on April 9th here on the Shallowater Sports Network. If you're in town, get here for Easter egg hunt immediately following this game. We'll run down the Edward Jones postgame show, try to get some interviews for you. And then, of course, the Mustangs and the Eagles across the parking lot will play here at 7 o'clock. So just about 30 minutes away from first pitch for the Mustangs there on the other side of the parking lot at Garland Field. We'll step away for a moment. We'll be right back with the Edward Jones postgame show here on the Shallowater Sports Network.
For nearly 70 years, the Sylvius family has provided the nation's farm producers with risk management solutions based on the idea that success comes by putting the client's needs first and trusting that through product innovation, helpful analytic support, and a high level of service, lasting relationships will develop, ensuring a future for these farms and producers and for their friends at Sylvius Insurance.
I'm Josh Keeney.
And I'm Brian Smicker.
And we proudly support the Mustangs and Fillies.
Creating isn't easy. It's a simple fact known to dreamers and doers that create recipes, works of art, even small business, by working out every detail to refine their craft. Since 1907, First United Bank has been West Texans refining their craft for West Texans by offering the best banking possible. And that commitment has sustained us while other banks left town. We are loyal to those who strive for creative excellence. That is the spirit of West Texas.
Are you ready for a new home? Is it time to update? People's Bank is locally owned, and our mortgage lenders have decades of experience, so we're able to help you in ways only a local bank can. Bank with people that you know at People's Bank.
At Carter and Raider, we have deep roots right here in West Texas, born and raised in Lubbock County.
We bleed red and black.
Since 2009, we have invested in our clients, in our neighbors, and our communities.
We pride ourselves in the values that make West Texas great: integrity, hard work, and the relentless pursuit of success.
Give us a call if you are in need of aggressive and personalized representation, and let our 25 years of combined experience go to work for you.
At Hamilton Farms, we pride ourselves on being able to offer you the freshest products and convenient space to make memories with your family. Make sure and visit us for Sunflower Days in June and July, Christmas on the farm starting Thanksgiving week, and remember to shop all of our farm-raised beef, Texas-sourced canned goods, and local honey anytime throughout the year at HamiltonFarmsTexas.com. We can't wait to have your family make memories with us.
As Shallowater continues to grow and improve, so does our school district. Our students are successful in all aspects of public education, from academics, athletics, theater, ag, band, UIL, and more. Shallowater ISD is truly blessed by everyone that is a part of our school system because of a community that is second to none. Shallowater ISD, in a class of our own.
For her hitting the ball?
Sure.
Where is she? You see her?
Welcome back to the ballpark here in Shallowater and the Edward Jones postgame show here on the Shallowater Sports Network. Nathan Riojas here with head coach Kayla Rodriguez after another big win, this time 11-1 over Roosevelt. You guys moved to 8-0 in district play. Talk about just a strong team performance again today to pick up another win.
It's all the girls. It's not me. They work hard. They push themselves. They lift each other up, and it's me that's grateful to be their coach. And so I can't take any of the credit. It's totally them. They come in and they are the hype of the field. If someone's down, they pick them up, like I said. And so they always lift each other up and just work hard. So it's paying off, and I'm proud of them.
A lot going on right now at the Easter egg hunt. So y'all are trying to get ready, so we'll let you get to that. But we'll get to the Phillies of the game, too. We've got them today, but we appreciate it.
There. Go Phillies.
All right, so Coach Rodriguez and we'll bring, I don't know who wants to come up first. We'll say Cambry Baker first. She gave us 3 Phillies of the game. Cambry, you had a huge hit on Tuesday night. I feel like we got to mention that. We don't see that very often. But in a circle today, ended up with 7 strikeouts, put a lot of zeros up on the board. So just talk about kind of what was working for you today. There in a row, 4 of them to be exact, before y'all put up any runs in the bottom of the 4th. But then talk about kind of getting all that run support. I think by the time you came to the plate, we'd already plated 8 or 9 there in the bottom of the 4th.
Well, it's really just my team. I mean, we all work together. We all have come together and worked as a family. We all have to support in that, and not just me.
Well, congratulations on a big game. You should get to these special over here too.
Bye. I'll go Phillies.
All right, and now Brinley Currington. She steps in today. Let me see if I can cheat here. You kind of had a big one in the 4th. Everybody got a hit there in the 4th. Just talking about, took you guys a little bit to get it rolling, but once y'all did, y'all sent 14 to the plate there in the bottom of the 4th and scored 9 runs to really blow this one open.
Yes, sir. Well, once one person gets it going, everybody really reacts to each other and feeds off of each other. So once we finally, one person got that good hit, it kind of just started off. And I mean, it was good.
All right. And talk a little bit. I know it's hard. You guys don't want to brag on yourselves and how good your game was, but talk a little bit about Cambry today in the circle and how good she was to get those an 11-1 win.
Oh, she was doing amazing. She hit all of her spots. No matter what Coach Wide was throwing, she never got in her head. She did exactly what she was supposed to. And, I mean, you can't do much more than that.
Well, congratulations on a big win. We'll let you get to this Easter egg hunt.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And now, Mackenzie Rodriguez. Mackenzie, you only got 1 plate appearance today, but you made the most of it. And Coach Rodriguez says you got to talk to Kenzie because she got the walk-off hit today. Just what were you thinking as you went up there and you ended the game there to make it 11-1?
I was just thinking that I wanted to do it for my team, just to secure the win, and I wanted to do everything for my team. That's it, basically.
You guys, we talk about a solid team performance every week, and last week everybody had an impressive stat line. Everybody's got an impressive one. Everybody came around to score. Everybody hit. But just talk about when, kind of coming off the bench, having those opportunities, what it's like to stay ready when you don't know when you're going to get one, and then, making the most of it, taking advantage of it when you get one.
Yeah, it's just a great opportunity, especially when I came off the bench. I was just thinking okay, this is my turn. I'm inside. I'm going to show them I can hit the ball. That's kind of what my mentality was going up to the plate. I just wanted to hit the ball. All right,
well, we appreciate you sticking around with us. Congratulations on a big hit and a big win tonight. We'll let you join the festivities, too. I think it's about to get wild behind us.
Okay, thank you. Go Phillies.
So the Phillies with an 11-1 win here against Roosevelt in 5 innings today against Baker. Phillies in the game. The Phillies to the plate in the bottom of the 4th inning and played ended up with an 11-1 win. The Phillies now 9-0 and just 21-7 on the year. Got all the notes out so I can remember. They'll be at Slayton on April the 6th. So Saturday, April 6th at Slayton is their next game. And their next game here that'll be on the Shallowater Sports Network against Liberty on Tuesday, April 9th. That'll be at 5 o'clock that afternoon. But really proud of the Shallowater Sports Network crew today. Angel in the outfield and behind the camera. Now Zach Cole producing the whole thing for us. Mia Davidson working the other camera on the first base line. We appreciate you spending your Tuesday evening with us. Happy Easter from the Shallowater Sports Network. And we'll see you across the parking lot at Garland Field for the Mustangs and the Eagles in just a few minutes.